Okay, so in 9.8 we're going to solve quadratic inequalities. And we've worked with this concept a little bit, sort of something like it, in the past. So you might recognize some of what we're going to do here. Okay, so we have this quadratic inequality right here. And we're going to go ahead and treat it like a function. We're going to think of f of x equaling x squared plus 2x minus 8. Yeah, okay, so that we can graph it. That's what we're going to do. So we want to find the vertex. So it's going to be, if you remember, the opposite of b over 2a. So my b is 2 over 2 times my a is 1. So I'm getting negative 1 there. That's where my vertex is going to be. Now, if I find f of negative 1, I would get negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 minus 8, or 1 minus 2 minus 8, which is going to be negative 9. So negative 1, negative 9 would be right here. And then what else I can do is I can try to find the x intercepts. So if I take that function, x squared plus 2x minus 8, and I set it equal to 0, it's going to factor into x plus 4 and x minus 2. And then I get my x intercepts. There's going to be one at negative 4 and one at 2. So there's the point negative 4, 0, because it's an x-intercept, and 2, 0. Okay, so let's graph those. Negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2. And that should be symmetric. And so you can think, it doesn't have to be a great graph. You can think of it, and you could find more points, but it's going to be some kind of parabola like that. Now, it says we want to know when this function is less than 0. So when is the output negative? Well, the output's negative between here and here. See, it's going to be all this negative outputs here because they're below the x-axis. So it's going to be this interval. It's going to be from negative 4 to 1, or I'm sorry, 2. So it's going to be from negative 4 to 2. And we're not going to include negative 4 and 2 because it has to be less than 0, not less than or equal to. Okay? So that's going to be the answer. That's part B. Part A was graphing it. Part B says write the solution in interval notation. So the idea is if you have an x value anywhere between negative 4 and 2, and you plug it in, you're going to get an output that's less than 0. You could try it. Plug in 0. What is 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 8? Is it less than 0? Yeah, because you're going to get negative 8 is less than 0, and that's true. So all these x values in between negative 4 and 2, they're going to work. Okay, so that's the idea when we're solving these by graphing. We graph it. And we kind of have to know where the x-intercepts are and if it's right side up or upside down. Okay? So if we know the vertex, we'll know that. And then we look for, if it's less than 0, we look for that interval. Now, if it had said x squared plus 2x minus 8 is greater than 0, then you would want these sections over here. And the answer would be in interval notation. It would be from negative infinity to negative 4, and then a union sign with 2 to infinity. Okay, it didn't have that problem, but if they had that problem, that's what the answer would be. Okay, we're going to see another example in the next video.